We're live now. Hold on one second. Let me just, technology is a biatch. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I don't think we're live yet. So it's preparing to go streaming. So we'll see. How are you, honey? Talk to me. Are you excited? Are you?
I'm kind of in that space of what just happened? Like surreal because I haven't got a copy of the book.
Yeah, because you
It's
don't have
like,
it in your hand. I don't have it in my hand either. But we
yeah,
want
no,
to
I've
talk
not
about it.
held, I've only held 4 of the 17 books that I've ever published. So,
You
and there's no one to,
where
yeah,
are they? Where do you have them like around you? Do you take them with you because you travel all over
no,
the world?
no,
No.
I haven't met my babies yet. I've
What?
birthed them. I've birthed them, but I've not met
They're
them.
not like around. Hold on one second. I want to see what's going on here.
Now we're live.
Timed out.
No, it
Uh
says we're live.
it
Hello.
says, I'm so glad because I'm not seeing it, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It says we're live on Facebook. I'm guessing my team is in the background. They will let us know. They will, because I cannot see Facebook right now, guys. Hi, Facebook world. Hi, everybody. It's so good to be with you. We are in a very celebratory mood. That's why I put on my favorite color, orchid. I call this orchid. And orchid is
Ah,
orchid, purple, anything in that realm. And the reason why I'm wearing it
nice.
today is because it is the highest vibration. It's the highest energetic vibration. So I decided, you know what? This is a big deal. We are going to go purple today. Highest vibration, this
And
beautiful blessing that we're celebrating.
it matches the fire of the book.
And it matches the fire of the book. So yes, exactly. I'm just
She's
making
on
sure.
brand always.
Yeah, totally on brand. I'm just making sure, hold on one second, because I can see this on Facebook, but I guess my team will just let me know. I'm not gonna like take a look and get distracted. My team will text. I know that Lupita will text that you're gonna be on. She was telling me that you were in the waiting room, and I was just having issues with, whatever this thing was. Um, this technology thing was. Yes, we are on. I've been told we are on. So yay. Okay, great. Now that we put all the technology aside, hi, sweetheart. I'm so excited to
Hello.
be part of this conversation on the day of the launch. Um, not just how can I say this, to be part of a group of really wonderful souls who've been creating this book. And the reason why I wanted us to go live today and have a conversation is because you are the instigator. You have started these shenanigans. So
Yeah, I'm the
tell us,
troublemaker.
tell us a little bit about why you started why you were troublemaking in the realm of where everybody has to zip it and keep quiet and nobody ever gets to talk about anything. And oh my God, sensuality and periods and bloodstreams and menopause and hormones and screaming women and heat coming off our bodies. No,
Yeah.
that is not something we talk about. So tell us a little bit about what the passion behind this project is moving forward. After you've written 16 books, this is your
17.
17th.
Yeah. Oh.
So after you've written 16, this is your 17th
Published.
book. Yeah. So
Yeah.
why did you choose this subject?
Um, because like you say, it's shrouded in mystery, and if we don't talk about it, if we don't I've always believed, Liana, that we've been given a voice and a mind for a reason, and silence, they say silence is golden, and there are moments of silence which are beautiful and powerful. And yet, if we are silenced, if we do not use our minds and we do not use our voices, then we don't get to change the world. And when we meet together with other souls from around the world, then we we get to learn. I've always said that the more we know about others, the more we learn about ourselves. And we become much richer individuals. We become richer communities. And we just, I'm getting really quite emotional because it's still sinking in what we've achieved. And I had some messages from a couple of our co-authors today, which have really moved me. And I've sent them out to my team and said, look, this is what you're part of. This is what you have got to create. And my team is all over the world. From Croatia, Australia, we've got them in India, we've got like America, like we're all over, and I wanted them.
And the authors, all of us are all over. We're
Yeah, we
all
crossed.
of
Is it seven countries?
right?
More time zones. So for us to even, and I think for me, it'll become real when we get to on the launch party that we're going to be doing in June. And then it will become real again when I actually have, as Lani calls it, an in-hands copy, which I don't know when that will be, because you just asked me I've only held 4 of my books out of the 17 books. It's only been 4 of them that I've held because I do travel the world. Most people put their books on a Kindle. I mean, I do carry up to 4 or 5 books with me, but they're books that I'm using for my PhD. And again, it's giving a voice to people. And I've just got off a call with an incredible guy called Robin Dreek, who, he's just fascinating. Absolutely just that. Yeah, his next FBI guy who wrote a book on spies and how to get them to trust you and what have you. And fascinating guy. We were just discussing that when we make an impact, when we come from a place of inquiry and no judgment, we get to change the world, even if it's one person at a time. And that's why I do every book I write. So when my friend Cass was having a bitch moment, as we call it, I was like, what is wrong with you? Like lately, you've been like, meow. And she's like, oh, it's the perimenopause. I was like, what's that? Because I didn't know about it. My mum had a hysterectomy after my sister. So my mum didn't go through it. It's never talked about. And I'm that person that will put my hand up in a class and ask the question. I will ask the difficult questions. I will say the things that I think need saying. And sometimes I'm as surprised about what comes out of my mouth as everybody else is. And that's always a good thing eventually. But there are so many people that don't have a voice. And if I can be part of helping them find their voice or amplifying their voice, then I'm going to do that. And yeah, that's why the book came about.
That's why we're all part of this project, is
yeah,
we didn't have a voice, or we couldn't understand why these things were happening to us. Nobody was saying to us, when you're a 10-year-old girl, nobody tells you, nobody actually really sits you down. In my chapter, I say there's no
the Ruby Rod.
women's wisdom university that we are a part of, and a woman's circle in the world, like every community where girls and young women and elders get together, where there's an exchange of, listen, this is what's coming, and it's good that it's coming. And it's wonderful,
absolutely.
when you don't know, you're in resistance to a lot of it. So this book is so for all of you who are watching, if there's anything that I can say about this book, it is the alchemy of stories of really powerful, amazing, educated, emotionally transparent, emotionally high level experienced women.
And one man.
Who are sharing their stories in ways that none of us could ever single-handedly imagined. And so for those of you, even if you're 25, especially when you're 25,
especially
if you're 18 or 88, this is a book by women for women. And there's one view of a gentleman who's married to one of the women who's major big time in the menopause community. That's Kate Usher. And so, Neil is telling his side of and his version of this, of what is it like to be in relationship with a woman, whether it's your mother, your sister, your daughter, your cousin, and she's going through that. And some of us go through it earlier, some of us go through it later. So today is the official launch of this amazing book. You want to tell the title? Because I think you should, because you're the
Oh yeah, we've not.
talk
It's
about
the
title.
potent power of menopause, a culturally diverse perspective of feminine transformation. Yeah.
And so the link will be down here as we're speaking. My team's going to put it down there. Thank you, Lupita, for adding that. And go get it. Go get
it.
At least 5 copies. There must be at least 5 amazing
Women
in your life. And, the other thing that I thought about the other day is that this is a really great book to give to men.
Yes.
So that they can have a perspective and they can have an understanding. So this is not just a book for women.
No, it's not.
So, yeah, Dawn, where are you right now? Which part of the universe are you lighting up today?
I'm still actually in Costa Rica. And yesterday I had an incredible day, being very humbled. But we were gifted another idea for the movement we're creating with this book around menstruation and menopause around the world. So there's a lot of news coming for us with this book, because it isn't just a book. This is about being supportive of absolutely. It's a grassroots movement. Well, we're going to use the book as a tool to support grassroots movements and policy change and legal changes around the world. Because again, for me, writing a book isn't just about having the title of author or just saying, oh, tick, I've written a book. It's about birthing something that's actually a powerful tool in the world. And I wanted to just pull up on something that you mentioned there about the gift that this book is. I mean, I've spoken to many women who said, well, why are you interested in menopause? You're only 44. I'm like, okay, the food we eat, whether we've been through sexual trauma or not, whether we've had children or not, will all affect, and the way in which we think about things all affects the way in which we transition through life. And I had children young. I had my first child at 25. I had my second one at 29, because I knew that I did child development and psychology when I was at school. And I remember reading that when you have children past the age of 30, you become a geriatric mother. I didn't understand at that point the impact having my children at such a young age was going to have on my menopause. I've now got friends who are my age having children or trying to get pregnant and spending vast amounts of money on IVF, or they've had children and they're dealing not just with newborn babies, post-pregnancy hormones, breastfeeding, late nights, but they're now entering the menopause.
Yeah.
And we need to really address this, that the later we have children, and so the more our bodies are dealing with.
And so this is just a portion of the education that we need as women. That's why it's so powerful. That's why this is such a powerful book. We're so excited. So we're just, for those of you who are watching, I'm going to be doing lots of other interviews with the other authors. So we wanted to get this series kicked off with Dawn, because she is the shenanigan instigator.
The disruptor.
The disruptor, the Miss Bombastic, really fantastic. So,
what a song.
for all of you who are watching this series, and you will be watching in the next few weeks, there'll be more authors. Join us. I love that you guys are here. We're going to make these short and sweet, and we want you to get an idea and a sense of who we all are. That's why I decided to do this. So, honey, is there anything else you want to say? Any blessings you want to give? We're in the last 2 minutes. Go.
I'm just so grateful for you and everybody else that showed up for this book, for my team, for all of those who have already purchased the book. and for all of those around the world that are supporting women and children and men through this transition, whichever transitions they've got in their life. Life is truly wonderful when we just sit in a place of gratitude. So,
And by the
you.
way, for all of you, this is something that Dawn doesn't even mention, but the book was featured in Brains magazine. So there's a lot of accolades going around the world of people who've already read the copy before it was actually launched, and they loved it. And so the response is amazing. And
the global response to it has been incredible. The amount of publications that have featured it. And Clarissa has just done an incredible job.
Yeah, Dawn, if you can link some of the things that you know down here underneath this.
I'm not on Facebook. I'll send them to you in the PT.
Yeah, send it to us and we will link it. Yeah. Tell people she's not on Facebook and she's not on Instagram. If you want to get a hold of Dawn, you can reach her on LinkedIn. And we will also, by now, there must be already a link where you can go get the book. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon next week with other authors. Thank you, Dawn, for being here.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Ciao.
Bye, everyone. Take care. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.
Yes.
Okay.